Alright, so finally we have some form of an update or something that I can actually kind of do. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of underwhelmed by this, but yes, the Knights of Naberus is alive, I think on pretty much on all platforms, and what you can get out of this is rewards. Now, to get these rewards, all you need is mother tokens, which are like the easiest thing to do. So, you just do like the second last bounty, basically the one before Steel Path, and you can get a bunch of these. So you can get the Neighbor's Ephemera. I definitely am getting this just because I don't have it. And there's another ephemera in here, which is kind of like one of my new favorite ones now. It is like a spider web type ephemera. I don't know how to pronounce this shit. Spinneret ephemera, I guess. That's how you kind of pronounce it. So this thing kind of looks pretty cool. It's kind of like has that webbed thing, like a spider fucking, I don't know, did something to you, whatever. And then you have a Void Rig skin, not really interested. Color palette, that's kind of cool. And you have Zaw parts, Plague Zaw parts, which is alright. Basmu skin, which I might try to get. Who knows? I don't really know. And then Gram skin, which is whatever. And you have the Exodia Arcanes also here. And then you also have 3 more glyphs. So yeah, this thing is all right. I don't think it's the rewards are not that good. At least for me, because I'm like, yeah, whatever. I mean, yeah, I'll take the Neighbor's Ephemera because I don't have it, and I'll definitely get this one because this one looks cool. But other than that, nothing really that really made me go, wow, this is crazy or this is good. I was basically done with this as soon as I booted it up because I had a bunch of fucking mother truckers lying around anyway. So yeah, it's not a bad little thing. Uh, and I did try on the ephemera, which does kind of look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. It looks pretty well, and I would definitely suggest if you want to get an ephemera for free. It's basically for free, right? It's like, I don't think it's like 100 tokens or something. That's so easy to get. So yeah, you can get it for pretty much for free, and this thing looks pretty cool. Definitely gonna stick with this for now, just because there's not a lot of ephemeras out there that I like anymore for some reason. So, and then also you have this decoration thing that they were talking about in the dev stream, and they didn't really want to kind of give the whole thing of what it actually does. It's kind of like a little tail thing, and I kind of like it. It's not bad. It's like a little. It kind of tells you why Naberus is a thing and everything like that. It is kind of hard to place a little bit, but whatever. I kind of got used to it, and I kind of put it in just around my relic area. So yeah, that's basically the Knights of Neighbors. The rewards are alright. I think they could be better, but honestly, this is the only update we've gotten. PlayStation did get like an update, which was basically like some cosmetics and a bunch of fixes, which is good. But it was like a few cosmetics, and I don't think there's anything other than that. So at this point now, basically, I'm just waiting for the Deimos update that's gonna come out. That's gonna hopefully give a little bit more content. And yeah, so I'm gonna leave you with the whole tale of Naberus whole thing. It's like, I think like 6.5 minutes. So I'll leave you with that. And yeah, thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
Would you like to hear a story for Naberus? One that I told my grandchildren when they were small. Very well. Long ago, in the Orican days, a golden people lived in spoiled luxury. If a body wore out, why, they would take a new one as easily as plucking a maprico. Such was the mystery of the Kuva. So, what became of death and disease? Oh, they were abundant, but not for the Orokin. They were above petty death. Such was their contempt that they decreed a special day on which to make fun of it. On Naberus, the night of memory, the Shining People laughed at death. They dressed in costumes that recalled the old days of mortality. Skulls grinned, hallways guttered with demon lights. For one night, beauty was banished. Rot and monstrosity held sway. Now, on one very special Naberus, 3 pretty Orokin were bored, as Orokin so often were. Naberus no longer holds its magic for me, sighed one. Masks and costumes are for children, grumbled another. Why follow the crowd, mused the third. Are we not the very elite of the elite? Ha ha! Up, my Kissingtons, my luscious loves. Send for blue Kuva and hot lights. I have a sport that will mend all. And in the corridor, behind a curtain, a solitary silent girl heard them and said nothing. Then the 3 were very wicked. For what do you think they did? Down into the streets they went, and they caught 3 poor ostrons and bore them back to their gilded halls. One they peeled like a fruit and decked out with glassy splinters, and his naked jaws went chitter-chatter-snap. And it echoed all around. Scarlet footprints he left. Another's limbs they twisted and wrenched his neck, and made a bundle of him until he scuttled upsy-downsy like a horrid crab, with his sockets all empty and his stretched-out nose snuffling. The third they pulled thin in hand and foot. She walked spindly-wise on long tiptoes like a spider, and her entrails hung delicately down. She whispered, split-tongued and hissing as she went. Fine costumes we've made, chortled the 3 Orokin. Let us now try them on and visit our friends. What shrieking there will be! Oh, our names will live forever in the court for such a prank as this. Now, the silent girl brought them their blue Kuva, so they could take on these twisted bodies for only a short time before returning to their own. They drank and slept and woke in their 3 horrid forms. Off they went down the stairs, out the door, into the city, into the night of banners and masks and wild hilarity. Chitter-chatter-snap, scuttle-buttle, whispery-hispery. As you can imagine, there were many screams and laughs. Such cleverness, such wit. But in a high room of the tower, the silent girl looked at the faces of the 3 sleeping Orokin. She went and opened a little ivory door that she was not supposed to know about, and drew forth a flask that she would have been glassed for even looking at. A flask of crimson Kuva, the scarlet seal upon continuity, permanent. And she tipped it down 3 cruel throats. With a little laugh, she went skating away, never to return. There were many screams that Naberus night, but when the sun came up, none screamed so loud as the three who found that they were trapped in the hideous bodies they themselves had fashioned for ever and ever. So, listen carefully, Tenno, and beware, for you may hear them coming tonight. Whispery-hispery on long stalking bones, scuttle-buttle with his eyes all empty, and skinless, dripping-handed, chitter-chatter-snap. Happy Naberus!